Chances are, if you're watching this video, you're a business owner. And chances are that you've been in business for more than 3 years. It really doesn't matter what kind of a business it is, but a lot of business owners at that time, the time between 3 and 5 years, find that they have some frustration with their business. They start out with a dream. They start out with that dream that's, well, they're going to have more time, they're going to have more freedom, they're going to have more money, and they're going to have the ability to do more things that they want to do. The reality sets in after you've reached that point, that point at 3 years where 90% of the businesses that start never get to. And all of a sudden, you realize that you don't have those things that you were dreaming about. You realize that the dream really hasn't come true and that you're spending more hours working. You're spending less hours doing the things you want to do. Maybe you're having difficulty in your relationships with your family. Maybe you're finding that it's more difficult every day to go to work. That dream when you started was driving you full force, 100% adrenaline into the whole dream of having a business and making it happen. And then something happened. I understand. I've done it. I've been there myself, actually more than once. And when you give up and you say that, oh, I can just go get another job, you can trust me when I tell you that doesn't work. I tried that. I went back to work for somebody else. I put a couple of years of really hard work in, building their business, getting them going, and what happened? They went out of business. It doesn't matter who you are. You don't learn how to be in business until you're in business. Those lessons that you learn are really important. And after you've been through a few trials and errors, that experience that you have really shows. Well, I've struggled with this. Obviously, I'm being pretty transparent about it. I've failed more than once. But I finally found an answer. And the answer came to me from a mentor. I had reached that point where I was about 4 years into my business. I was getting really frustrated. I was overwhelmed with all the things that I needed to do. I was doing things that I shouldn't have been doing. I should never do accounting. I'm a sales guy. And I was trying to do the accounting, bookkeeping side of things because I thought I'd save money and get it right. Wrong answer. When you think about the things that you're good at, those are the things you should do. Well, I met this guy. He became my mentor. And he asked me a really simple question. He said, "What do you want?" And I told him I wanted more time, I wanted more money, I wanted more freedom, I wanted a new car, I told him all the things I wanted. He said, "But what do you really want?" And I looked at him and I said, "I don't know. All those are things. I'm not sure what I want." It took me a while to figure it out, but I worked with him for a couple of years, figuring that out. And it really was worth my time to do it. One of the things that I promised him was I would help other people do the same thing. And here I am reaching out to you saying, if you're at that point where maybe you're overwhelmed, maybe you're frustrated, maybe you've got some things going on you've never had going on before. Maybe the growth isn't happening like it used to. Maybe it's time to sit down and talk about it and figure out what you really want, to find that piece that'll get you reinvigorated and going again, making you and your business grow. You don't have to switch businesses. You don't have to switch products. You don't have to change what you're doing to make yourself happy. Sometimes it's easy to reach for those straws, but what you really need is to work on this. Work on your insides. We reach that point where we've either outgrown where we can go to naturally, or maybe we've just stuck and we need some help. My mentor helped me with both those things. He started me thinking, he started me growing, he started me doing things that would lead to a new attitude, a new new habits, new things that I could do that would change my life. And they did. And I kept on going. You know, if you're at that point where you're frustrated, where you're having some issues, whatever they are, you need to talk to somebody. And maybe that somebody is me. I would offer that up to you right now, that if you're feeling frustrated or whatever in your business, if you've reached a point where you're just not sure what to do, I'd like to talk to you. No cost, no obligation. Just talk for a few minutes and figure out if I can help you with something by the end of that call that maybe would be beneficial to you. That's what I promised my mentor, is I would help other people. I would help entrepreneurs reach their goals, to do their things that they love, so that we can build a better world and a bigger business. If that sounds good to you, click the link below, make an appointment. You'll just talk to me. You're not going to get a salesperson or anybody calling you trying to sell you something. I just want to talk to you. And if we can work together, I'd be happy to do so. My name's Jeff Mays. Thank you.